Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the playthrough of GT7. We are doing the circuit experience of Dragon Trail. Previous episode we completed the seaside variants. Now we will be doing gardens. It's a lot less payouts. Maybe because it's shorter, I don't know. Oh, by the way, let's first, I always do that with circuit experience. Watch the background images after the interface disappears in like 10 seconds to get a feel for the track, because it really gives you a nice perspective of the length of the straights, the relative sharpness of the corners, etc. Alright, so there is like a downhill section apparently. These are all quite fast corners, I assume. Less than 90 degrees. Start finish. So this is the direction we will be taking off from, I guess. So that is a left-hander at the end of start finish. Right. Pretty wide U-turn somewhere, left-hander. And we will be driving, I guess, what looks like a Peugeot. What's that? The RCZ or something? Alright, this is a mini tunnel. Yeah, it seems to be like a regular street made into a track. I'm not sure whether it's a permanent track. This does look like a permanent track. Alright, so this is a technical section. Probably super annoying curbs again, those sausage curbs that really bounce your car around. You can straddle them. That's often, I find, harder to do than just avoiding them altogether, which may be a little bit slower, but at least it's more consistent. Because straddling them, there's a pretty big chance, at least at my skill level, of still riding over them and then your car gets launched into the air. Alright, there's quite a crowd that came out. And some good tarmac textures. Nice weather. Dragon Trail, I really like the name. Despite it being in Europe, it's a very Japanese name, I would say. So it fits, it's logical that Polyphony Digital came up with this name for their fictional track here. But it would have been actually more fitting to have a Dragon Trail track named and actually located in Japan instead of Croatia. Alright, I'm not sure whether this is the same S section as we saw before. I think a different one. Probably there are two of those curvy sections. This is, I think, the entrance to that tunnel, I'm not sure. Alright, so we have an S at the top right. Then we go downhill a bit. Or maybe, I think, this is uphill, actually. I think the direction is the other way. Alright, I will almost stop it, but always also a bit of nice of downtime in between the circuit experiences. I think this is downhill. All the guys are looking in the direction of the hill, so that's probably where the car comes from. So pretty sharp right-hander, not that sharp. I do not see brake indicators, like meter signs. And I do find those white stripes in the middle, that road in the middle. That are like straight, blocky. It's not a flowing white line. That looks a little bit gamey. Are like really straight angled or straight sections just glued together instead of one curvy section, but probably they ran out of polygons or whatever to accurately depict that. Alright, we already saw this one. I guess we pretty much saw it all. We will be looping back now probably to earlier. Ah no, this is a new one, or at least I don't remember this one. A little trackside house. And again, which direction do you drive from? I have no clue. Beautiful sea in the distance. Here, that are the little things here. These are the shots that I really like. And also the one with the sea in the distance. It really helps you place the track in the wider world, so to say. And also see its dimensions, height differences, etc. Which really helps if you, like me, play without a HUD, no track map, and only cockpit view. It really gives a good preparation for what you will encounter in the cockpit, I would say. And here, so the track is really besides the sea, which is logical because the death chicane in the other variant is also like in a harbor. But I think also real life race drivers, they often also before racing on a track, they just walk around it to just see it from a different perspective. If I was a racing driver, I would do the same. Alright, I am aware that this is taking quite long, but it are still all new shots. It's not like it's looping back into shots that we already saw. I don't think I've seen this shot yet. Some tracks have a lot of these camera shots, others less so. I did see this one before, so could well be that we're now looping back into the shots that we already saw. I wonder how many of these shots the Nürburgring has. 20-kilometer track. Yeah, we already saw this one. Let's see one shot after this one. Pretty cool. The people standing on the sides, they were really standing on like a B roads, like commuter roads, a little bit above the circuit. Pretty nice detail instead of just putting them on a mountain. They created some infrastructure there, which makes sense that people would stand on that road. Alright, I think we also already saw this one. Here we go. 4 sectors. First one, right, left, right, and then a flowing. A flowing left, and then left, right, left. Go into the other direction. Here we go. Alright, I have no idea whether this is a front wheel drive car. Usually Peugeots are. Man, you don't see a lot. Oh, this car is really much slower than I expected. Alright, let's quickly see what kind of car we're dealing with. Front. Yes, it's a front wheel drive car. FF, you see it at the bottom right. And it feels quite slow, to be honest. Compared to the Jaguar with the previous circuit experience. The previous variant, Dragon Trail. A little bit unfocused. Let's try and focus. So, third sign, and we'll be braking. Way too much. Maybe maybe you can take this corner with lifting off alone. And start to lift off between the second and third, like over here. Now, you do need to brake a bit. But I do think that is the right moment to start steering in, braking a bit, after, in between the second and third sign to the right. Holy shit, I can actually get on the gas much earlier. It's really hard. Either you brake too much or you brake too little. It's a bit of an annoying corner. Right. That about does it. And here I need to brake at the 100 meter for sure. Little braking. Oh, could have gone way quicker through there, I guess. And also through here. Damn it. Really bad. Alright, but at least we got to the finish. And now to improve it. Try. No, god fucking damn it. I want to say keep it in fifth. Jesus Christ, what an annoying section. Superbly annoying. You really have to straddle those curves. Pretty sure. So let's do that. Right, barely got it, but straddling worked. Very annoying section, that kink. Alright, next one, straight on and then just a tight left-hander. Should be doable. Just gauge the braking points. Nice view in the distance. Alright, I'm gonna brake at 100, which is too late. And before 100 is also too early. just a tad bit before 100. Almost. Wonder whether I should keep it in seconds. Probably I should. Yes, that was better. Alright. Sector 3, again, a flowing section, but yeah, more open, so easier probably. And then a very weird 1, 2, 3, 4 right, consecutive right-handers. Here we go. Still quite tight actually. And this is where the weird right-hander starts. Here we go. Now for real. God damn it, forgetting to shift. Very annoying. You only get control of the car. Damn it. Just about as you need to shift. That'd be nice if you either get control earlier or the car would shift for you before you get control. Right, it all feels very bad. Oh my fucking hell, this is, oh, wrong button. This is an annoying track, I find. With all those corners that are not really fast, they're not really slow, they're just annoying corners that you just really want to get over with as soon as possible. Just want to get out of these corners. At least I do. Very annoying section. Ah, but a very easy time because I really was messy and I had gold, so that's fine. Behind those, don't look back. Leave that where it is. Straight, left-hander, done. Right, I'm Or maybe not. Yes, I should. But it is uphill, so you do have some extra braking power from gravity, I guess. But you also have less grip once you get on top of the hill. Very nice. These times are ridiculously easy. I'm like 6/10, 5/10 below the goal time, unlike my first full try. Oh, I did the wrong button. And now let's get this track behind us. I have no idea where it now goes. That was that corner, so I need to brake before the 100-meter sign. Way too much speed out. Unless the time is very lenient, this will not be a goal time. This is what I mean with not correctly straddling those sausage curbs. Can really throw your car up in the air. Right, just before the 100. Did we have now? I don't even remember. Now I do remember. Then we had double left-hander braking at the 100-meter sign. Alright, it's actually the whole track coming together, it's not that bad. I wonder how sharp the time is. Yeah, I need 8/10. Makes sense, because I really was screwing it up. But this should be doable. Track really teaches you to cut corners, cut curves. Alright, over there I really need to brake earlier than where I do. Where I did already second time that I'm basically overshooting it. Oh my god. Alright, Right, I will just finish it just as a practice run. But this is not good at all. God damn it. I was not expecting that to be gold, but I'm also, to be honest, not sure what I'm expecting. Like, I'm too impatient. I'm expecting to gold it within like two attempts, which is of course not what this game is about. It's about learning the tracks, learning the cars, and investing time into it. Too much straddling going on. Felt very clunky through there. Right, this one before the 100-meter sign. Maybe a little bit too early. This one I also still don't really know how to take well. We need 5/10. So hard, man. Fuck me so hard. Oh, fuck it so hard, man. So annoying. Fuck me, man. Learn to fucking steer in at the right moments. Oh, fuck me, so fucking hard, man. Alright, I do learn one thing over there. I think left foot braking is a thing in this car. Keeping it a bit grounded. While changing direction. That attempt did not go that bad, I would say. Now the annoying section is coming up. Still no clue how to take these. So you can ride that curve quite a lot. But you should not forget that it's one continuous circle. So at one point I was straightening out the steering wheel. I should not have. Yes, this is quite an annoying track. But we got a goal time, so I couldn't care less. It is annoying that there are so many little curbs that send you flying. But this track really actively teaches you to cut corners. Alright, in between the second and the third dragon trail sign to the left, you briefly brake, get down to fourth gear, and then you can already really mid-corner, or yeah, it's a weird corner. It seems like you're going way too slow, but if you can already apply the throttle, full throttle mid-corner easily. There's enough grip, etc. But so you would also think, yeah, then maybe you can just enter that corner much quicker. But as if you enter it too quickly, you easily spin out. So it's a really weird corner in my view. It feels like you're going too slow through it, because you can immediately after braking more or less apply full throttle again. But yeah, if you don't do that initial braking, at least what I found is then you can go wide. But yeah, so throttle out of it. And over here at the 100 meter sign, start braking back to third. And what I do here is keep a little bit of braking power even while already applying some accelerator input, just to settle the car. It seems to settle it a bit better over these curves. Also try to straddle this little mini sausage, and again I'm using both a little bit of braking and accelerator at the same time to keep the car planted. This one as well, it's just a matter of a little bit coasting, but straddle this one, and from here on out it's full throttle. It's important to straddle that curb, and that's what I mean with the game actively promoting cutting corners here, because it's just an important corner. There's a long straight afterwards it, so you really want to have that optimal line and highest exit speed possible. And the only way, at least I see for the short time that I spent on this track, is just to straddle that mini sausage. And then over here, a little bit before the 100 meter sign, braking hard, back to second. Try to steer around, change direction as soon as possible. And over here already you can start applying quite aggressively the throttle. Somehow, this is probably because it's a front wheel drive car, it doesn't really spin out like oversteering. So you can quite early get on the power, and also important because there's basically a mini straight after it. Over here also straddle this curb a bit. And then over here, yeah, to be honest, I have no idea how to take this the best way, so don't take it from me. I just try to get through there, and yeah, it worked one time, but the braking point there, I would say is, yeah, I don't even see it that well, but yeah, maybe where that curb, yeah, I'm also totally wrongly orientated. I should have been much more to the left of the track to get this corner efficiently. So yeah, I'm just not displaying the correct way here. Otherwise, I would say, yeah, what you probably need to do is that previous corner, you need to take that a little bit slower so that you can position your car better for the next corner. So this corner I was taking it quite fast, but that also means getting to the right side of the track. You could also, I think, choose to decrease speed here a little bit so that you're able to keep your car more to the left, which then allows you to better take this corner. But yeah, it's just get back to third, or were we still in third? I don't even know. We're in fourth, so here shift, brake briefly, get back to third, coast through it, but here the same applies as to the corner that we just went through. For this one also it's important to get orientated, position your car well for the next corner, so that means to the right side of the track. So don't go all in, all through that previous corner and end up at the left part of the track, but try to at least be in the middle of the road here, so that you can also take a more or less optimal line through this left-hander. But yeah, it's basically also in third, and yeah, just coasting through and on the power. Over here, again, don't ask me how to exactly do it the right way. I didn't do it the right way at all. I just got lucky. But I brake a bit at the sign. There's a sign now at the left of us, one of those Dragon Trail signs. That's my braking point. Get back to third. Yeah, and then just play around a bit with coasting, accelerator, coasting, accelerator. Just don't forget that it's basically one long circle, and that's what I did not do right a couple of times, where I actually straightened out after one of these, yeah, what is it, 70 degrees corners or something, or 60 degree, I don't know. Well, I should have kept just going around in the circle. So that is, I'm not sure whether that was in this one, but here I go right, here I go straight. Yeah, maybe you have to go straight momentarily because there is like a mini straight in between, or a mini straight section in between. Yeah, and then just keep it right. And for this last one, you can really accelerate and keep the power on as early as possible, because this one is quite easy. There's a big run-off section, and I also don't think that one. This is 90 degrees. This, I have no idea, 90 degrees. 90, but this one is, I think, a little bit less than 90 degrees, so you can really keep the power on. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 3, and from this one, and then you have the 4th one, you can really keep the power on. Which is important because you have a straight afterwards. So you carry all the speeds that you take here, you carry it with you over this straight, and at the 100 meter sign start braking. Then just steer in. Yeah, I also didn't do it well. It is not like a continuous steer. You have to be a bit wider because there's a little straight section in between these two consecutive left-handers. So it's not like you saw me correcting. It's in the middle between those two left-handers. So I didn't do that correctly. So here brake, left, and here I correct. Perhaps, or maybe it's not even correction, it's maybe how you should do it. It's just straight out the steering wheel briefly and then immediately steer in again for the second 90-degree left-hander. And then over here, get on the power as soon as possible because there's a straight after it. And yeah, it was by no means a very good run or anything, but it's gold. It's good enough for me. By the way, pretty cool how this start, power, kill. It's a pretty futuristic dashboard in this Peugeot. Let's then start it from the start. Car looks pretty cool, but design I find really nicely done in this car, but it really looks like a rear wheel drive car. I would never buy it solely because it's front wheel drive. And this car would really suit like a mid-rear layout, mid-engined and rear wheel drive. Quite an annoying sound, this car, if you ask me. Check out how incredibly huge those curbs are. Here, it's almost comical big, those curbs. Comically big. Quite aggressive camber setup. Alright, that was it. Dragon Trail Circuit experience done. Not the best time in the world, but gold is gold. I don't mind. All bronze and all golds. That brings us to the end of this episode. In the next episode we are going to do one of the main challenges in the game, I guess, and that is the Nürburgring circuit experience. Pretty cool, finally back in a Gran Turismo game. On the Nürburgring. It has 12 sections, goddammit. This is going to be a challenge. But yeah, that's what we're here for. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. For the meantime, don't forget, always always, to keep on gaming, Collector.